I'm just gonna be changing the title basically as we go. So people can see what the game's title is by the stream title. But this is Scurge Hive, which also exists on the DS, I believe. Or at least I've seen something with a convincingly similar enough title that I think it might be the same thing. We don't need to sit through this because it'll do it again the second we load a file. So I'm just gonna skip over that because it's going to unskippably play. Oh yeah, and just so people see, I have tested this, played for like, oh yeah, it says right there, 17 minutes. I basically did the intro bit and one of the first few rooms of the proper version. Receiving transmission. Decoding protocol 2A75E6. Attention, Genosa Arma. Hunter designation. A lot of letters I'm not going to get to read. Confederation Research Lab. Yep. That's going just quick enough that I can't read all of that. A distress signal was received 48 hours earlier from this high-security research lab. Subsequent attempts to establish communications have proven futile. I'm going to read this just because it's scrolling at my reading speed, pretty much. The facility's primary objective was to study and confine samples of the newly discovered alien entity specimen Gamma-74 Scurge. This highly adaptable entity is known for its ability to rapidly infect and manipulate biological and energy-based, and yep, there it goes. I hesitated for just a second and I lost it again. In order to counteract the infective nature of the entity, you have been issued a prototype suit used within the facility. Bear in mind that this suit is currently only capable of slowing down the infection to allow more time to complete objectives. The suit has also been modified to house a projectile gauntlet as opposed to traditional firearms which could be infected by the Scurge. Your primary objective is to obtain any surviving data and technologies, incorporating them into your suit prior to retrieval. Any entities encountered are to be deemed hostile and terminated on sight. End transmission. So yeah, we got a fancy blue and gray suit here that prevents us from being immediately infected by the Scurge, but it's still very dangerous. Planet Enos. Excerpt 1. Rude Awakening. Now, I won't be reading all the dialogue that happens here because we can move this forward at our pace. So I'll just let this roll as I do what I need to do. We've been hit by a laser beam. Oh no. You would think with being hit by something like that, we would have taken damage, but we didn't. Isn't that a little weird? Oh yeah, and why would a research station have that? That's also a good question. Yeah, it's just kind of weird that it didn't do anything, huh? Wonder why we were fired upon then. Yeah. You might be wondering how a beam like that could be used to board something, but, well, some of that will start to make sense as we go. Just remember the Scurge's capacity to infect anything and everything it comes in contact with, and it may start making sense. Considering they said even energy-based things were vulnerable to the Scurge. So personally, my logical presumption is that they just rode the laser, which is a wild concept, but I wouldn't put it past something that can inhabit literally anything. Meet the basic form of the Scurge, these weird, like, centipede things. And yet, as Magellan pointed out, we have a limited quantity of shots until it recharges. And we can also collect their bioenergy and gain experience and health. And get used to them splattering on the screen. Everything that dies splatters the screen. It's kind of weird that way. Yeah, we just gotta kick those things off our ship. We can jump as well, but I have no need to jump currently. Grab all the goo, because we're gonna need all the experience we can get. Also, hey, let me just check something right quick because it's bugging me. No, that is how that's spelled. Okay. Because for it to be Scurge, it's missing a letter. So I was making sure that I just didn't have a file with a typo, and it was causing me confusion. Though, no, the title screen literally said it too, so I don't even know why I was questioning that. Anyway, onward. You'll notice they're taking over the ship and trying to make the ship leave. They've already hijacked the ship's AI. Because they basically have integrated themselves with the ship already. This stuff's wild. There we go, there's our first level up. Just keep blasting. Yep, all infected systems and life forms must be terminated. Oh, good news, we're good at terminating things. And it's time for our first boss fight. Scurge infected specimen beta 327, Scylla. Note how its health is coming back. We have to destroy all 4 of these things in the corners in order to do any damage. Because the more of these there are, the more it regenerates. And they will come back. So I gotta be pretty fast about this. And it's dead. Except it isn't, because that was just phase 1. Same rules apply to this phase. Keep breaking the cysts around it to keep it from regenerating. Now the one in the corner is still up. It's interesting, because the first phase you could actually still damage it with one of them alive. This phase, though, you can't even break through one particularly well with that still up. Unless you get a little bit of headway like we did there. Thankfully, our gauntlet's got some good reach to it. So we can kind of just blast from a distance and move on with our lives. Oh, I'm running out of gauntlet power, though. Gotta let it recharge a little bit. I was hoping to kill one before it threw the next one back. The biggest problem is just not having enough gauntlet power. I didn't have this problem when I did the test round, so I'm kind of surprised, but I think I was spam firing a bit harder this time, seeing if I could rush through. Got him. Yeah, the ship's not doing so good after being infested. And there went our warp cores. Guess we're not going anywhere now, huh? I feel like we should have had this interface on from the word go, but yeah, you know what, why not? And that's the important thing, is most everything we interact with is going to raise our infection meter. We have to keep managing that, or we're going to steadily lose health. We need to get the hell off this ship at this point. Because it's kind of buggered. Oh yeah, I need to push the button. There we go. There goes our whole ship. And down to the planet's surface we go in a less than graceful manner. Excerpt 2, Marooned. Not sure how we plan to get out of this situation, but may as well carry on the job while we're here. Not like we're going anywhere now. And that was a smart move, having a backup of your ship's AI on the suit so you have something to work with. It's a good thing that the entire plan was to load everything into the suit to begin with, otherwise I would be really wondering how we were planning on getting any of our prize out of here. Yeah, as you might imagine, everything on this planet is compromised. We have to treat all life on this planet as if it's been infected, because we have no way of knowing. Because, you know, those life forms might have been aggressive to begin with, for all we know. But they're certainly a lot more aggressive now. And considering our infection rates going up when they hit us, safe bet to say that they're infected with the Scurge. And there is going to be platforming. In case anybody was worried that there wasn't going to be ways for me to fall to my death or fall off of things, good news, I can still fall off of things just fine. Get me out of here. It's kind of weird that the door's open. 1658, 1300 plus of those are Scurge, guaranteed. Interesting, there's like 300 non-Scurged life signs somewhere. Considering how long this has been out of hand for. And how fast the Scurge like took over our ship, for example. There's gonna be a lot of dialogue front-loaded here, by the way, so bear with it on that one. I assume the dialogue starts lowering as we go, but I'm not sure. Okay, if I hear a doo-doo noise, I know there's a security card to find. Okay. And more of the jumpy boys. Give me the key. You'll notice we're up to 33% infection already. The infection is no joke. It moves along pretty well. But, thankfully, we have these decontamination platforms. They will get rid of our Scurge, and they're also our save points. Spin. It does flash the screen a little bit when we save, so whenever you see me go to a save point, if you have issues with flashing, you might want to look away for a brief second on that one. It's only like one quick flash, though. It's not too bad. And thankfully, we can find a bunch of them on the map if we pay attention to our surroundings and actually click on the screens like this one. Yeah, I always thought this game looked really interesting, and it does kind of fit into the style of game I enjoy. I just never got around to actually playing this. I had tested out the one I saw on the DS, and I think it had a couple like weird touch controls that I'm just like, I don't know about this. So I never followed up on that one. And then I learned that this existed, and I'm like, you know what, sure, this is a good time to give this a shot, why not? I think the way we're getting our infection when things die, by the way, is when they're sneezing on the screen when they die. Though, just being here is also raising our infection rate because it's in the air. Like, when they say the Scurge has inhabited everything, they're not kidding. Everything is infected. It's kind of insane. And it's the classic, if people just didn't fuck with it, we wouldn't have this problem. Somebody should have just destroyed this thing from the word go, instead of trying to study it. Yeah, we got timed buttons we need to hit, and then we can leave. But first and foremost, we've got security bots we need to destroy. That make a nice satisfying kaboom when they get destroyed. Though, you know, I hit the button by accident, so I may as well just finish the job on that one. Because it gives us our first tool. But I'll grab that in a second after these guys are disposed of. Thankfully, we do outrange them, aside from their blob launchers. Tether gauntlet. Hold L to tether to things. And it says it can hit enemies. I don't know why you'd want to grapple enemies in this game, but you can apparently. Yeah, this is our tether. Big old robo arm. The thing we do want it for is pushing buttons. Like, see, I can grapple this thing, but this thing explodes. Why would I want that attached to me? Like, it's one of those things. Though it seems like it can't get closer to me at the same time, unless I willfully bring it to me, so maybe that's the thing. Is like a kind of hold it at bay mechanic. But activating these two buttons will reactivate the elevator and let us get out of this room. What does this say? Specimen handling tool. Okay. Ah, the tether. This would have explained the tether before we got it. Okay. I'm glad they have an explanation for why this thing exists. I'm gonna have some perspective issues now and then, since this is an isometric game. And apparently I can just clip through that platform too, so that's a thing. There we go. We are not looking so hot on infection right now. Fun fact, this is as far as I went when I tested this. Like, I got up that elevator and then I'm like, okay, this seems fun enough. I'll stop testing this now so I can actually have something left for the hour-long portion. Spin. There we go. Clear all that infection, save the game, and onwards we go. Now that we can push buttons, we should be able to do something in here, I presume. Or not? Okay, this room's still useless to us. Where am I supposed to be going, then? Ah, there's two other doorways here. Okay. Kinda dig that menu music. So where are those doors? Huh. Oh, there's a platform. That's probably what the button does. I only just now noticed the shadow there. It's right here. He's blocking me moving the platform. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's a lot of goo here. But there's also a key. Gimme. Doesn't matter, got the key. I'm assuming all these times that I get turned green, I'm probably getting higher infection rates. Okay, need 3 keys to go that way. Well, there's key number 2. Except I can't grab it for some reason. Oh, I was still down below, I think. Perspective definitely proving to be an issue here and there. It's gonna take some getting used to. wonder if these explosive things are actually Scurge or not. I'm not really sure. They just kind of explode. Oh yeah, no. Now that I look at this again, there was no way I was making it up there that way. So I either need some kind of enhanced jumping, or there's something that'll help me get up there. What does this do? I assume this is just gonna tell me, hey, you don't have enough keys. Or it's just gonna ignore me because I don't have enough keys. That also makes sense. Assuming there's not actually a door there? Yeah. So our only other path is to go that way, which we can't do. We can't jump that high, and we can't move these blocks around or anything. So it must be something over here. And if any of these end up way louder than the others and it becomes a problem, do let me know. So I obviously checked all of these when I tested them, but none of my testing is like an across-the-board guarantee, since I didn't have OBS up at the time of testing in this particular case. Because it was more of a do these files work than a audio balance check on those. Okay, I don't know why she didn't grab that ledge this time, but, you know, we can do it again. It's okay. Our infection is getting rather upsettingly high, though. Okay. And that gets us the key that was over here, and that's the third key we needed. Okay. It all makes sense now. Open the door. I think there is a... Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, I think there is a decontamination station, if not here, nearby. Okay. So we're sorted, we saved the game, we made forward progress, everything's good. So our way forward is this way. We can't actually get to this decontam station unless it connects like over here somewhere. Which, considering it's so close, I feel like there's gonna be a long roundabout route that leads us there, but we'll find out. Got it. Watch out for things being weird. Ooh, there's an enhancement unit in the security chamber, which will deal with problematic droids. Got it. So I want to go get that. Now, if only I knew where security was. I feel like this is one of those things where you stand in the middle and a bunch of these would pop up and you have to shoot them, but apparently not. At least not yet. Also, I really like this menu music. This menu music's pretty good. No upgrade's been detected. Okay. In the opposite direction of where I went. To view different floors. Okay. It's in the basement. Okay. Unless maybe there's two different ones that have been detected. And yeah, as I figured, we're not gonna be able to directly go to that save point from here. That's a return trip area. So is this an elevator over here? Oh, I can't even open that yet. I can go this way, though. And this is, in fact, an elevator. We'll just dodge that whole mess. No need to deal with it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the upgrade's over here. Okay. Gotcha. I don't like the big bouncing thing in the middle there. That seems like it's gonna hurt me. It is hostile, and I can harm it, so... Let's charge our gauntlet up a little bit and dispose of that before it does whatever it's gonna do. There we go, that's what I was hoping for. You know, I'm torn between feeling like the water should help and realizing the water should actually be incredibly dangerous. Considering, if you think about it, if they can infest anything and everything, including energy forms and such, you would think they would have infested the water. And if the water is infested, then it would be a massive vector for infection for us. Like, I feel like that just makes sense. But what do I know? I guess not everything has to make sense, though. Considering we're dealing with a fictional biological agent that can infest a crazy variety of things. What's the deal with this? What do? Did I do already? I don't know. Okay, the upgrade's that way. Presumably, success through violence is required here. I disconnected from chat for a moment there, so hopefully I didn't miss anything important. Ah, you spawn more. That's the problem. So you, sir, in the back, need to go. You're draining all my gauntlet power, or with your minions. Oh my god, there's so many. Yeah, that's what I figured, is it was almost dead, and that's why it was going ape. On the bright side, that was a bunch of free experience from all of the things it was spawning. Okay. I think I see what I need to do here. I just need to... Oh no, these are timed switches. I thought they were... things. Oh, wait. There's a third one? Where? Uh-oh. Oh, it's up there, but how do I get up? Oh. It would pay off a lot if I paid attention to the background, huh? Infection's getting spooky. So what's this do? EMP gauntlet enhancement. Okay, so that allows me presumably to hurt robots more. Yep, deal heavy damage to mechanical enemies. Hold R. Ah, okay. So that's neat. So we basically have electric shots now. That does seem quite handy. Ooh, and it does chain lightning too. Ah, and that's why switching matters, is because things like those fire guys get stronger. That's really cool, actually. I'm down for that. It's gonna become upsetting, I'm sure, but I like it when they have a balance to things like that, so it doesn't just mean, oh, well, I'm just gonna keep using electric bullets on everything now, because it's just better. That is really neat, though. And the fact you have a quick switch to default is quite handy. I need to find a decontamination room soon, or we're in trouble. I kind of figured this... Okay, good, this is an elevator. This must be the other side of that room I was looking at. Or here, wherever here is. Okay, I can upgrade the teleporter. Good to know. Yeah, the decontam room's right above me. Decontam! Okay. That was almost real bad. But we're okay. And we've managed to snag us 2 upgrades so far. This, I believe, was rated at like an 8 or 10 hour game, one of the two. Which isn't too bad. I'm gonna assume that 92 is how many enemies I've killed, probably. I'm not sure what the 52% is. Nor do I understand what the purpose of our rank is at the moment. Unless maybe the rank is tied to your level in some way. Yeah, tool used to handle specimens. Okay, this is a way to check like what all your elemental effects are good for. Okay, that's actually quite handy as well. Good to know, good to know. Well, onwards. Let's go get that key that we know is in this room. These posts are used to power mechanical pillars. Okay, so I just need to give them a jolt, and they'll be back in business. But they're of course going to try to threaten me with enemies that are strong against our energy weapon while I'm trying to do that. That makes nothing but sense. I don't know if that thing's gonna run out of power or anything, so I really just need to get rid of this guy and boogie. I don't think there's anything down in the hole with all the death, so I'm just gonna leave. And if there is something down in the hole with all of the death, I don't think I want to know. I think I'm better off not knowing. Okay, so I just need to go this way, I guess? No, I can't go that way. How about this way? This looks blocked too. Okay. Well, when in doubt, the only way that's left. Or not. Okay. Because we were told to turn on the power, but I can't turn on the power if I can't open the doors. Okay, no, this is the thing that we just found out about with the glove enhancement. Yes, yes. Turns out there's no way to skip those if you screw up and look at one that you don't need to. We'll go ahead and save in this better position. Now, what am I supposed to be doing is the better question. Like, is there somewhere back here? No. I'm clearly missing something. Like, maybe I need to go back down into the basement? Because there's a path over here we didn't take. I don't know if we can take it, though, but we may as well check, now that we're not in danger of dying from infection. We may as well farm these guys for experience as well, since they are now very easy to deal with. There's also a security key in here I didn't grab, so I'm glad I came back. Oh, these are gonna be upsetting though, aren't they? I'm trying to fake them out by jumping at the right times, but it really hasn't been working out. Oh, and they can shoot up here too, huh? That sparks joy. I'm so happy. I think this is just a way back though. I don't think this is actually helping. Yep, sure is just a way back. Okay, good. Let's clean up the neighborhood a bit, shall we? And then I'll figure out what I need to do in this room. Because we probably should grab that security card. Because I'm assuming we need every security card we can get. It would help if she actually jumped. But, you know. She's under a lot of stress. Everything's going horribly wrong around her. Things aren't gonna always go according to plan. All this hair is probably weighing her down too, which doesn't help anything. Okay, let's try that again. Nope, I don't think I'm meant to make that jump. So either A is a way to extend a bridge, or B, we get like a double jump at some point that'll let me get there. Or I am actually able to make that jump and I'm just screwing it up. That is always a possibility. But now, having depopulated this room... Ah, let me guess. No, that isn't the answer? Huh. Okay. In a shocking turn of events, violence is not the answer. So I think I came back down here for nothing. I mean, we gained more experience, so I'm not gonna, like, load the save or anything. We can go back up. But, it does leave me with some concerning questions of... Well, the same question that's been on my mind the whole time of where the hell am I supposed to be going to get to where I'm trying to get to? But that's the good old we'll figure that out as we go situation. So I think this game did show up in the big list of Metroidvanias as well. Because it does kind of fall into that heading, even though it's from a different perspective than the average one. Being an isometric game. There are a few of those out and about, after all. But yeah, just being down there for a little bit, we really did get our infection up a lot, which is not great. That's the opposite of what I want. But we're okay. We'll be fine. It's not up as high as it was when we went down there the first time. I don't know if the blinking from this is enough to warrant a flashing light warning, but if people think it is, do let me know and I will put it up. I just don't think it's often enough or constant enough to be an issue. But, you know, I am open to being corrected on that score. Oh, I accidentally powered him up, so I need to get away from him. Okay, at least he doesn't, like, make a massive explosion or anything. I kind of expected him to make a bigger bang. Oh, well, this is not what I wanted. I should have just been patient and killed the flying enemy. But no, I wanted to be fancy and jump under him and be super cool and clever. Instead, I'm just a sucker. Hey there, Callista. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, because there's no path there either. Interesting. Let's get out of the noisy room at least. All good, all good. Huh. Because the thing is, as far as I can tell, all of these doors are closed. So unless maybe I'm supposed to just... Oh no, this door's open. Okay. Welcome back from the ads, Callista. How goes everything? So I just needed to go through the door that I couldn't see was open. Yeah, that checks out for this perspective. Running out of gauntlet power again. Okay. And we don't have enough keys to open that door yet, so we're gonna have to go somewhere else in this room. There's a convenient level up. We are gaining quite a lot of health. I don't think our gauntlet's getting any stronger when we level. I think we're just getting more health for the most part. But with the way this game's been playing so far, more health is probably important. I'm just gonna tank those. It's faster than trying to kill them. I mean, there's inevitably going to be a few walls, but as long as you're still enjoying what you're doing and able to keep it rolling at all, you'll get there eventually. Okay, we're doing this bit again. There we go, overwhelm that one. Now that we have electric attacks, they die so much easier. That's the wrong one. Okay. I managed to keep him at bay with knockback enough. Oh, there's buttons down here. That's why we needed to come down. Okay. Where's the things I put on the buttons? There's no things to put on the buttons. What? Yeah, and they don't count, so I can't drag the enemies onto the buttons. Huh. The color me slightly confused. I can't grab part of the pillar or anything. Well, let's fall back for a second because we're already up to 50% infection. Okay, there's another key there I should have grabbed. This looks to be our only way back up. And of course, I immediately got slapped out of the air. I'm just trying to hurry along, and I'm not allowed to, because everything wants me dead. Of course I missed that jump. We'll grab the key, and then we'll go back for the decontam room. I'm not gonna be able to make it back to the thing in time, though. No, that's fine. These things are kind of crazy with the murder tendrils they extend and start swinging everywhere with. You know what? Don't need to deal with you. Goodbye. Just need to go one room over and we'll be at another decontam room and we'll be fine. Yeah, that infection rate rises so fast. Like, that is definitely a constant battle we're having to fight here. Which I'm kind of fine with, but it does tether us to those decontamination rooms kind of harshly. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. Which I think was something I saw pointed out about this game when I was looking into it previously. But it's workable. It's not, like, too out of hand. Oh, I do have to get rid of the robots again. God damn it. It did end up electrifying the thing I didn't want to electrify, but it's gonna have to be okay. Is there... I don't think there's another room for us to go to. And I'm a key short, so it's not like I can go the other way. Unless, do I drag you guys onto the... Ah, I drag you guys to the buttons, don't I? No, they don't seem to be counting. It's also really hard to actually get them onto the button to begin with because of all the enemies everywhere. And they also, like, blow up instantly when I hit them with electricity. Yeah, because I step on the button and that counts. They step on the button and they don't count. So just get this guy out of here. Well, at least we gained another level, I guess. I have nothing to pull onto the buttons. Unless I can, like, pull this thing, which I can't. And there's definitely no way I'm crossing that gap. So I don't know what they want from me here. There's no other doors out of this room, right? No. The only other doors are on the other end, where we can't get to. And we got constantly respawning enemies, so we're kind of in the hole on that one. I really thought it would have been the clever idea of pulling the robots onto the buttons. That doesn't seem to do anything. Did I miss a key somewhere? Maybe that's the thing? Maybe I was supposed to have found another key. Oh, you know what it probably is? It probably is that key that's in the basement. I probably need that key by this point, and then I use that key to get in there. And that's how we make progress. That's almost certainly the answer then. I just need to figure out how to jump better and make it across that gap to where the key is then. Speaking of jumping better, paying attention to the enemies around me would also be a good idea. We'll quickly hit the decontam room, then we'll go back into the basement and try to get that key. Which will probably take up the remaining time in the hour we have for this one. But that's just how this game's going to be going, it seems. So it still ends up being an accurate assessment of this game. Which I would be willing to do a full playthrough of this one, much like I'd be willing to finish Klonoa Empire of Dreams as well so far. And I may just... I debated putting up polls after each game to see if people wanted to see the whole thing done at some point, but what I might do is just start running polls after the stream's over to see what people want out of each of the things that were played. Because trying to run those in the moment, I think, will interrupt the flow a little too much. So I'd have to sit there and type out every single little thing along the way, because I have none of that prepared. Because I did not finish thinking that through at the time. Okay, so step one, clear the room. Or at least clear the part of the room that's going to be an issue for our jumping. Including all the little fireball bastards. Yeah, because if you look at that, that doesn't look particularly makeable, but perspective could be being real funny. Yep, that's the thing. Perspective's just being real funny there. Had a feeling. I should have stuck with my instincts telling me that I was supposed to grab that in the first place. But I doubted it. So that's how we ended up having to backtrack. But at least it was an easy solution. And honestly, we're doing well enough on percentage at the moment that I can probably just go straight back. You know, if I don't just keep getting knocked off the button constantly. Which I'm assuming they constantly spawn these enemies both so you stay threatened and so you have a means of grinding experience if you feel you need to. But I do feel like their spawn rate might be a little annoying so far. Like, these rooms are a little too dense with enemies, especially for the beginning of the game. Yeah, since we got a lot of hits on us, we'll go ahead and decontam. I'm not sure we're gonna make it to another save point in the 10 minutes we have left for this slot, but I'll go look what's over there at least. Especially not if I do that. Come on. Why are they timed so perfectly to be annoying? There we go. Speaking of annoying. Now watch, there's gonna be like a decontamination room like a foot away from here. I'm gonna be upset. Especially since we have them on our map, and I should have just looked. Wait. Really? What does this button do? Because apparently I can't jump up there. Is the button a red herring? And yeah, what do you know? There is a decontamination room, like, right up there. Maybe I'm not meant to use this button. Maybe I'm meant to use this as a platform. Yeah, see, there's multiple blocks up here. And yeah, even if I end up powering them up, it seems like it does still stun them. So there's a benefit there. Yeah, so now we bring this third block down. Come on. There we go. And up we go. Ah, that activates that. Okay. And of course one of these is guarded. Why wouldn't it be? Do you by chance count as an energy enemy? You sure do. Okay, good to know. It seemed mostly comprised of meat and such, so I wasn't sure. Okay, before we decontaminate again and save, let's just... Oh, turns out this is a boss fight. I should have saved. Well, oh well. You are a robot, so you're just gonna get dunked on, sir. Now hang on a second. Oh, you have 4 health bars. Okay, that's why. I was gonna say, it's like, wait a minute. 1, that seems really easy, and 2, your health bar's empty. Why aren't you dead? I assume each time a health bar runs out, yep, it's gonna laser across the room. Yep, I'ma die. Like, I'm gonna purely die to the laser, I think. Oh, never mind. I managed to avoid it that time. I'm starting to understand how it actually does that, so I think I'm getting it. But it's gonna do it one more time, I think. Oh, come on! I jumped away before the laser finished forming. I should have saved, because then we would have been able to just go right back in there. Okay, that's a little excessive with the blinking there. I mean, I could walk back over and redo the fight. We do have enough time. Yeah, sure. I'll walk back over. I'll pay for my sins. It's not a long walk. I'll accept the karma for my just mistakes there. I did tell you to switch game. Come on now. Why did it let go? Come along. I need you over here. Shut up. Okay. Like I said, not gonna take long to get back. And I really don't think that boss fight's gonna take particularly long to win either. Considering we were rinsing through its health, I just did not understand the assignment, so I got destroyed. Okay. Round 2. Just do this again without sitting there and tanking all of its hits right out the gate, and we should be fine. Oh, okay, if it's fully formed, you can't even jump over it. It doesn't seem. So you just need to bait it out and I guess go to the right side of it in time. Though how you can tell which way it's gonna go, I'm not sure. There we go. Yeah, because I think it tries to go to where you were when it fully activates. You just need to fake it out correctly. Or it's go- oh no, I think it goes to whichever side's shorter, actually. So yeah, this isn't a bad fight at all. I literally just got way too greedy trying to rush it the first time. And just destroyed myself like a fool. Yep, gonna take that hit, that's fine, and now it's dead. We literally died on its death attack. That's upsetting. With its dying breath, it made us die with it. Oh, we've gained whatever that is. Oh! Refills health and augments the recharge speed of the gauntlet. So it gives us a health boost and our gauntlets better. Nice. That's pretty good. Let's take a peek through the hole. Let's see what's on the other side of the teleporter. Oh, good. Just 1 in 1,000 chance of failing. We might just, you know, die. Oh, that percentages our efficiency. Interesting. So they actually give you an efficiency ranking. Huh. Excerpt 3. Stench. Well, we won't be seeing what that's all about. Oh, good. More than likely the Scurge have something to do with that. Oh great, flying enemies. Use some more, huh? Specifically flying bug enemies. Everybody's favorite thing. But yeah, that is an hour of Scurge Hive, so it's on to the next one now. So far, unsurprisingly, these have both been fine. Nothing like I must absolutely play this the rest of the way through, but things I'm definitely willing to play the rest of the way through. Which of these do I want to do next? Let's do this one next.